Hey guys, Uncommon Ramen here with another TCG Tuesday, and as per usual, we're going to dig deeper into Innistrad Crimson Vow. We've got another draft booster box here, as well as a pre-release kit, so we're just going to jump right in. Crimson Vow is an interesting set. We get to see Kaya, Chandra, and Sorin all on the same plane, which is very interesting, to say the least. I'm going to open up this pre-release kit really quick off camera and get rid of some of the junk here that we don't need. Pull these booster packs off to the side, the dice, the code card, and our fun little time-stamped card. Right, we have our box topper. If this goes the way it has been going, this box topper is going to be a mysterious blood illness. Hopefully that's not the case, but if it is, oh well, you know. Beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Trying to take this off without ruining the card is such a pain in the butt. We're going to look at both the box topper and the time-stamped card last. Because suspense, right? Okay, we got our 3 rows. Okay, so draft booster boxes have 36 packs. There is a chance of 2 rares in a pack because the foil slot can, in fact, be a rare. The likelihood of that is relatively low. And the chances of pulling alternate frames and borders and arts here, pretty slim, but you still have that opportunity. So let's just jump in. All right. No list cards either, which is sad, but it is what it is, you know. 2 and 3. So our rare here is Overcharged Amalgam. Overcharged Amalgam. Nothing special. Got a Forest. We got a foil. Rare. Right off the bat. Curse of Hospitality. Not bad. Not bad. Not great, but, you know, is what it is. We got our Blood Vial here, and we have one of these little cards. I don't even know what to call them anymore. We'll just call them Placeholder Cards. Yeah. I mean, that's a relatively accurate description of it. Alright, let's jump through all of these commons and uncommons. Okay, right behind this card, we have ourselves a Toxrill, the Corrosive. That's the second one I've pulled in the same amount of time, 2 weeks. Trash card, nice. And one of the placeholder cards. Toxrill the Corrosive. In my last video, I talked about wanting to do a commander deck for that. I don't know if that's going to happen. It's an interesting card. I like to build tribal, and honestly, that's not exactly the greatest thing to do. Got ourselves Dormant Grove here, followed by an Ascendant Pack Leader. It's, this is, I don't know if this is going to be any good. I guess, we'll have to see how the mono green, category is shaping up, because it might be good. I mean, who knows? So, Forest, a token, and a placeholder. Alright. I'm gonna get some more of that white juice. We got our Sigarda's Summons, speaking of white. Because I want to build mono white. I've always been a big fan of mono white, so. Sigarda's Summons, followed by a Plains, followed by a foil Persistent Specimen, and an Insect. The mono white this cycle, and I want to say that it would have been powerful in Ikoria had, you know, had they banned blue-green earlier. Actually looks decently powerful. So, it'd be interesting to see how long it sticks around. Runo Stormkirk. Followed by a Plains, a Wolf, and a Placeholder. The big hits here are going to be the Maniform Hellkite, Necroduality, Sorin, obviously. Those are big ones. The Colossus, the Cultivator Colossus. It's a couple more. Actually, all three of the Planeswalkers right now are pretty high. Although I do think that some of those are going to drop in price. Okay. Behind this we have by invitation only. A very lazy board wipe. An island, a treasure, and a placeholder. There's a foil double-sided card there. Sorry for showing that to you. I'm going to move my stacks here to be a little more cohesive. Sift through these guys. 1, 2, and 3, and then behind that we have a Cemetery Illuminator. So all 5 of the Cemetery, whatever they're called, Cemetery Illuminator, Cemetery Protector, Cemetery blah blah blah, are actually decent in price. They're up there with the, what are they called from the original set? Midnight Hunt had a whole bunch. Oh, the Adversaries. They're kind of like the Adversaries, not in text, but because they have one of each color. Then we got a Mountain, followed by a foil Foreboding Statue, and a token and a placeholder. The Adversaries are a funny one. I think it was, no, green wasn't that high. I think it was the red or black one was super high in price, and then the white one just came up out of nowhere because Mono White Weenie started taking off. Okay, we have a Hopeful Initiate. Yes! Hopeful Initiate for Mono White. Very nice. I will not complain about that card. Such a nice card. I still feel like the Savior Olenbach deserves a place in Mono White Weenie, but I'll take the Hopeful Initiate just because the CMC is lower. Yeah, we got our alternate border there. 1, 2, and 3. Another alternate border. And our rare here is Lantern Flare. This is a Lantern Flare for Boros. It only deals damage to a single creature or planeswalker. It acts as if it has lifelink, so you would gain life equal to the damage you deal. I don't know. I think maybe Mono White uses this. Maybe. Not really sure. It's to me. Not that great. Got our day and night tracker. Okay, we got our Concealing Curtains. I don't know how to feel about this card. Defender. 2 and a black, transform. What are we transforming into? The Revealing Eye, Menace 3/4. When this creature transforms into a Revealing Eye, target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. If you do, that player discards that card, then draws. That's not that great. In our foil, we got a Heron Blessed Geist, and then we have a token and a placeholder. A Braid. Very nice card. Okay, we got Child of the Pack, and behind that we have Maniform Hellkite. Oh, yes. Maniform Hellkite. So this, I believe in my previous video, I was calling it Maniform Regent, and I'm still not convinced that there isn't a Regent. Maniform Hellkite is a super cool Is It Dragons include, I think. Personally, just because it plays very similar to that Shark Tornado, except the tokens disappear at the end of the turn. Or at the beginning of the next end step, actually. I don't know. I still think this is a beautiful card. It's definitely up there in price. So that's a very nice hit right there. Right. What's up next? We have ourselves Dollhouse of Horrors. An island and a zombie. Sorry about that. And a placeholder. Doubling down on the Maniform Hellkite, not bad. I want to see it played. I haven't seen any includes on it in current standard decks, but I think that either A, it's being slept on, or B, maybe it's just not as efficient as I think it is. Infestation Expert. And we have Geralf, or Geralf, Visionary Stitcher. Forest, Day and Night Tracker, and a placeholder. Okay. Edgar, Charmed Groom. I mean, other vampires you control get +1/+1, so he's an anthem for vampires, and then Edgar, when Edgar the Charmed dies, return into the battlefield transformed. Transformed? Oh, that's right. He changes into Edgar's coffin. Right. Create a 1/1 white and black vampire creature token with lifelink. It's interesting. I mean, I like it. I think it's an interesting card, but I don't know. We have our Runebound Wolf, and we have a trash card. Not bad. Trash card. Woohoo. Placeholder. His first form, the red, white, and black in the commander deck, definitely better. Like 100% better, but still, who knows? Maybe in standard he'll be decent. He's not even mythic, which is very strange. Olivia is mythic, and he's just kind of whatever. We got a Dream Root Cascade. Apologies for that. Dream Root Cascade. Full art, no less. And again, we all know how big of a fan I am of the land, so that is a beautiful pull. Thank you very much. We have a zombie token and a placeholder. I haven't pulled any black-white vampire tokens. That must be the rare token in here. Or the short printed one. There's no such thing as a rare token, but they're definitely short printed for sure. Up there with the whatchamacallit, the what are those little planeswalker things called? Whatever. Up there with those. We have a Bloodsworn Squire, followed by a Shattered Sanctum. So another land. Not bad, not bad. I would love to have 4 of those, so... Well, 4 of each, obviously. Blood Vial. But better than the Scryland. That's all I have to say. Theros needs to stop with those dang temples. Okay, we have our Alluring Suitor, and then beyond that we have a Inspired Idea. Draw 3 cards for 3. Not bad. Your maximum hand size is reduced by 3 for the rest of the game. Ouch. Ouch. So you definitely want to cleave this guy. Okay. Alright. It's a painful, painful cost. Oh, wow! Okay, we have a full art Dream Root Cascade foil in the foil slot. So, hello. That's very cool. We'll never complain about that. I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like the draft experience has definitely become a lot better in the recent 2 sets than the set experience. The set experience just doesn't have the same boom to it, and they still act like it does. They still tout it like it's the next new experience for Magic, and honestly, it is extremely disappointing. Okay. Boom. Curse of Hospitality. Wow. This is a relatively common curse. I have 4 of these now. Good thing. Oh, there's your Dragon Illusion for Maniform Dragon. Or Hellkite. It doesn't say it gets exiled, but I guess it doesn't have to because the card itself says that. Anyway, Curse of Hospitality. I'm running Lind as a commander, so you know we gotta add that Curse of Hospitality in there because it's actually super good. Okay. We have Catilda, Dawnheart Martyr. Spirit Warlock, she turns into Catilda's Rising Dawn. So we'll just show that right there. Hanging out on the Celestis. Left side, we don't have much else going on in that pack, so we're just going to move on. Catilda, Dawnheart Martyr. Okay. Dig Up. Dig Up is trending in price, but I don't really know why. It acts like a ramp spell that gets put into your hand for 1 green, which for a first turn 1 green, getting a land and putting it into your hand, not necessarily bad. It's not your rampant growth. But for a cleave cost, you can actually just tutor a card. And you don't have to reveal it. But the problem is it's 1, 2 black, and a green, so it's the same cost as a Diabolic tutor. So it's kind of like, I guess it has versatility. I don't know if it's going to be any good. But it was trending in price. Not that it's expensive, but it was definitely trending. Sundown Pass. Please just give me 4 of each of these and I will be a happy, happy, happy camper. I do not need any other cards. Did I put some of those lands in here? I totally did. The Dream Form. Or the Dream Root. Yeah. If I had 4 of each of those in across a couple of boxes, I would be perfectly okay with that. Less I will have to buy later. Okay, we have an Alchemist Gambit. Take an extra turn after this one. Damage can't be prevented, and then at the beginning of that turn's end step, you lose the game. So it kind of has a Final Fortune feel to it, except that if you cleave it for 7... which includes 2 blue and a red, you can take that extra turn, damage can't be prevented, and you do not lose the game. I think it would be great as a Final Fortune. We all see how good Final Fortune ends up being in mono red decks for burn. But I haven't seen any mono red decks cropping up, so I don't know. And I can't imagine that being played in Is It, because it just costs too much. 7. When you have Alrund's Epiphany available to you, there's almost no reason to play it. Stitched Assistant. Let's just run through these real quick. That's not common. Uncommon. 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 And we have Curse of Hospitality. I think I pulled 3 in this box alone. Because we had that foil one. Yeah, I'm almost positive. That's another Curse of Hospitality. A Mountain, another Stitched Assistant, and a Token, and a Placeholder. One, two, and we have Volatile Arsonist. I am so happy to pull this. This guy is trending in price, and it's a werewolf, and I've already mentioned multiple times that I have a werewolf commander deck. So it turns into Dire Strain Arsonist, Anarchist. Super good card, at least for my commander deck. I'm super happy about that. I really want the Avabrook lady, the green werewolf, but I will settle for getting any of these right now because it's one less card I have to purchase as a single. And we have Dream Shacklegeist. Dream Shacklegeist. A plains, an insect, and a placeholder. We're on the last row of cards here, or last row of booster packs here for this booster box. Then we have our pre-release kit to go through. That's 6 more boosters. Lantern Flare. Island. Oh, okay. Stormcarved Coast. This is another, it's a rare in a foil slot. So I like, hands down, I'm pretty sure the set booster box that I opened last time had 37. I had miscounted because I had pulled a Curse of Hospitality off to the side there. It had 37 rares, and we are already, I believe, at 39 in this one. So despite the fact that I did pull a Vampiric Tutor and a Jet Medallion, if we put that aside because there was a list cards and very lucky, this one has still had better value in my opinion. Got ourselves a red human, and we're pulling a ton of these lands, which is great. Because that's, again, less singles that you have to end up buying. Although, again, if you're going to play the lottery game, I would just buy the singles. Right, we have a Mirror Hall Mimic. What does it look like on the other side? Ghastly Mimicry. Not a curse, though. Put that aside. Day counter placeholder. Okay, we got a Dreamroot Cascade. That is number 3. Dreamroot Cascade. Very nice. Followed by a Forest, a Blood Vial, and a placeholder. This one is very heavily land packed, and I'm definitely rocking it. I'm so happy about that. I mean, because these lands I think are $5 a piece right now. Markov Waltzer, Mischievous Catgeist, followed by Eruth the Tormented Prophet in an alternative art. Very nice. My opinion should be an auto-clued in red in Is It Spells, but haven't seen anybody using it just yet. I think they're sleeping on it. And I think it's definitely over $5 or $6. So very, very nice pull. Is that a trash card? Of course. Okay, next up. In the first box of draft packs, I pulled a Chandra Just to Kill, and I also pulled one full art in the set box, which was neat. We haven't pulled a Planeswalker, but honestly, I don't really care. Ooh, Hullbreaker Horror. Very nice. This one is up there in price as well. I don't think it's part of the top 5 in priciest, but I think it's definitely in the top 10. It is just a downright good card. It does cost a lot for 7, but it has Flash Can't Be Countered, and it has alternatives available to it, and it is a 7/8 body, so you can't complain about that. And then in our foil slot, we have a Pointed Discussion, followed by this poor human that is definitely not making it past dinner, and nothing. Okay, we pull that aside. Dang, this one had a lot of alternative art there. Alternative borders, my bad. Innocent Traveler. We have an Investigator's Journal, which is whatever. Spirit token. I think this is the first spirit token I've seen. At least in this box. Right. Shuffle through these real quick here. We got an uncommon, and then our rare here is Inspired Idea. Again, without the cleave cost, that's a hefty price to pay. But that's what the cleave costs for, right? Forest, we got a Mischievous Catgeist, and a Day Tracker, and a Placeholder. All right. Hollow Pack Piper. Yes. Okay, so this is basically an Elvish Piper, except for it is a werewolf, and it pipes for wolves and werewolves. So this is hands down an auto-include if you're doing a werewolf commander deck. But more importantly, I think that it would definitely be something that you would want to include in a Gruul standard wolf deck. Although, what is the cost? So yeah, for 4, it's the same cost as a Elvish Piper, so it's not like it is breaking the mold there. It's just a downright good card, and it's again with the Arsonist up there in the above $15 range, I believe. So it's definitely got. I'm sure that again, because the set is now officially released, these are going to see a price drop, but for the time being, they're actually still relatively expensive. Now, if we could just pull that Avabrook lady, that would be great. Okay, we got the Brindcomber, followed by the Dominating Vampire. Dominating Vampire. Oops, sorry about that. We got an island, a human token, and a placeholder. Okay, we have a Cultivator Colossus. Oh, very nice. Second most expensive card in this set right now. Again, the prices will fluctuate, I am sure. But as far as where mono green is going, this card is savage. So we'll see what happens. It does cost 7, but again, it's mono green. That shouldn't be hard to make happen, and we have things like Ren and 7. So you know, this is a beautiful pull, right up there with the Maniform Hellkite. I am excited about that. That was such a great pull. Then we have Bloody Betrayal. Okay, the last pack for this booster box, and we'll look at the pre-release kit. My last pre-release kit had nothing but red, white, and it was kind of interesting how it stuck to that theme. Okay, and then last but not least, we got an Investigator's Journal. So it's kind of an anticlimactic end, but it was still, in my opinion, a much better experience than that set booster box. Before we jump into the pre-release kit, let's do some value calculation here. Not necessarily in the form of actual price, but definitely how many rares did we pull. So like I said, we had about 37 in the set booster box. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Just like I said, it's still better value. And honestly, some of the pulls we got in here were just downright beautiful pulls. I mean, we pulled 2 Dreamroot Cascades in here. We got a Maniform Hellkite. We got the Hullbreaker. We got the Cultivator Colossus. Like I said, the only reason that set booster box even had value, in my opinion, despite having some very similar pulls, is because of the Jet Medallion and the Vampiric Tutor. Other than that, it's just kind of, it was an kind of experience. So now let's take a look at our pre-release kit, and we'll look at the dated foil afterward. Pull that off. We did not get a Planeswalker, but honestly, it didn't necessarily need to happen. Okay, we have Inspired Idea. Whatever. That's a rip. Oh, we got Gronlock. So we even right here, just 2 rares right off the bat. Gronlock the Omnivore, not a great card, but it's still very interesting. We pulled that. So looking at blue-green so far. Oh, I'm just destroying this pack. Okay. Just get that out of here. We have a we have an alternative Art of Toxrill the Corrosive, followed by a Forest and a Vial. Okay. Right, we got another Dominating Vampire. Mountain, Day Counter, Placeholder. Another Storm Carved Coast. I'll take that any day of the week. Placeholder. Down to the last 2 packs. This one is a little bit all over the place. I don't know how I would build for this one. I would have to look at the commons and uncommons. Followed by a Deathcap Glade. Again, I'll take that 6 ways to Sunday. Oh, I got my vampire. Nice. I don't know how you would indicate that this one is white, but because I'm pretty sure that's black, but you know, it is black. Something creates 2/3 black vampires? Huh. I bet you if I, you know, bothered to read the cards, we'd be able to see that. Okay, our last one here is going to be Hamlet Vanguard. Hamlet Vanguard. This guy has Ward 2. Enters the battlefield with 2+1/+1 encounters for each other non-token human you control. Oh, that is going to be so good for aristocrats. For human decks. Wow. With Ward 2. Oof. And he only costs 3. Crazy. Oh, and then we have a foil, Gift of Fangs. Not that big of a deal. All right, so that was our pre-release kit, and we got a couple more lands in here, so that's pretty cool. We got ourselves a alternate Toxrill and a full Gronlock. Nothing too big there, though. Nothing too big. Still no Planeswalker. Okay, let's move this aside so we can take a look at There's so much stuff here. Day counters. All right, so we have our box topper and we have our pre-release time-stamped. We're going to look at the time-stamped first. We got a Welcoming Vampire in the last one. So it'd be interesting to see what we get here. We got a Runo Stormkirk. Okay, Runo Stormkirk. I was planning on making a Dimir Leviathan serpent, you know, octopus type deck going on here. So this is pretty darn cool to me. It's only time-stamped on one side, though. Weird. Oh well. Anyway, Runo Stormkirk. Very cool. And we got our day tracker and some placeholders. So now we have to take a look at our box topper. In the last two videos, the box topper was a mysterious blood illness, which if it ends up being a mysterious blood illness, it is what it is. That would be slightly disappointing because there are so many other good ones to pick from. But you know, I'll take what they give me. Do I have it upside down? I do have it upside down. Oh, it's double-sided. What did I get? Ah, I got Lucy Westerna, the Innocent Traveler, but the art on this is so good. Lucy, Arisen Vampire. Wow, that is so beautiful. Okay, all right. Definitely better than the last couple of times. All right, guys. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments or questions or anything, leave those below. I will be removing any negative comments, so let's just keep it classy, guys. And if you feel like supporting me, hit me up on my Patreon under the same name, Uncommon Ramen. I do this in my free time, and so if you would like to see a higher frequency of videos or more content like this today, consider backing me. Yeah. And until next time, guys. Peace.